We're live. This is a weird. This is strange and new.
Strange and new.
How? Yeah, it's strange and new. Interesting. Hello and welcome to Mad Chat, the podcaming. What? No, that's not a good start.
It's not a good start. It's not a good
No,
start. Just carry on. Just roll with the punches.
I'm carrying on. Hello and welcome to Mad Chat, the conversational podcast brought to you by themadgamers.com. I'm your host Sam, and this is my co-host Diz, aka Mike.
Yo, how's it going?
Very good, my friend. Very
Good,
good.
good.
How are you?
Yeah. Couldn't I couldn't be any better today. Let's put it that
You
way.
couldn't be any better today. Well, you're better than you were yesterday.
I was cold yesterday. Way too
Cold and
cold.
sick. What was it? -14 or something in New Zealand yesterday.
It wasn't quite that bad.
That's the
I mean,
average temperature.
I know you have a pretty skewed version of like what heat is and stuff, but yeah, like it definitely wasn't 14 degrees, 14 below. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, because 6 degrees Celsius and -14 degrees Celsius is the same to me. Because I would be not alive anymore.
Yeah, well, it
But
was something like 6 degrees. I mean, right now, I'll literally just check it. It's only 14 degrees. It's quite warm. It's 14 degrees, but it feels like 10 degrees. So
okay.
it's
I
quite
guess if
warm
you're
for us
outside as
today.
well, you hit that wind chill of -30, whatever.
Yeah, well, the fucked up thing is, we've out of the last maybe like 5 of the last 7 days has been
Mm,
thunderstorms here.
right.
So it's not been a good time.
It's not a good start anyway, yeah.
No.
Pretty
So
sure it's a Meatloaf song, isn't it? Five out of 7 ain't bad, or yeah, ratios. The
probably
ratios are
not.
roll off.
No,
Well, we're
probably
trying
not.
something new today on podcast number. What are we? Are we 6, 7?
6, 5, 6, yeah, something like that.
We're trying something new today on podcast number 6 for Mad Chat. We are streaming live now. I imagine there will be a few people that pop on. And
Probably.
if we do this in the future, and you guys are listening in now, listen out. It'll be announced on Twitter. Mike will speak about it on his streams, and we'll get some more people down to come down and have a listen, and you can ask questions live, which be quite interesting because I can't see them. Mike's got them, so we're gonna have to rely on him.
Yeah, you're not going to rely very well on me. I mean, considering I'm
No,
pretty terrible at reading.
that's
But
fine. Reading's not. No, reading's pretty important. No, that's a good point. Reading is very very important.
you'd think so anyway.
Well, like in terms of like life skills, reading
Life.
is up there. Like
It's,
numbers, the alphabet, and then like what you do with them is you get math-based basic arithmetic and stuff for numbers, and then there's the old reading and speaking thing that you get with letters. So it's like it's
it is
actually no,
important.
you speak before you know letters, don't you?
Uh, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, well, because you listen to other people and you just kind of like mama.
Mama,
Yeah,
yeah,
so you wouldn't,
Dada.
you don't know how to spell that before you say it, do you? So
Well, some people might. My first word was Gruyere, which is a type of
yeah,
cheese.
I'm pretty sure your dad was just listening to you and just went, "Yeah, that's a word. Fuck it, we'll
I'm
just
pretty
say."
sure he just said Gruyere. Yeah, look, do you know what your first word was?
No, I don't actually. I assume it was Mama or Dada or something like that, but I probably wasn't Dada. Let's be honest. But it was probably definitely something like that.
Like chocolate,
Yeah, probably
che-
actually.
cheese,
It was probably actually, to be honest, some sort of food. I mean, let's be
choc
honest.
chocolate chip pancakes.
You know me way
Oh
too well.
man! Look, on today's show, we're going to be talking about news, new releases, and then we're going to have a pretty big theme in a lot of people's lives. Sometimes the biggest investment anyway, a lot of people do is moving house, owning a home. So we're going to get into that as well. But what we're going to do very first, after this little bit of exciting banter, uh, we're going to get into this week's new releases for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Mikey, take it away.
Okay, so this week that's been released a game called Overwatch. Don't know if you've heard much about that, Sam.
Woo! Overwatch. It's a MOBA. It's gonna be huge though. Like there has been so much talk about it, so much just everyone is so into the beta was huge, and just have you seen anything about it? Do you
I played the I played one of the betas on the Xbox.
did you actually play the beta? What was it like? Because
I was
MOBA's
pleasantly
not my thing.
surprised. Pleasantly
Really?
surprised. I was. Well, because I'm not a huge first-person shooter fan. Like, well, sorry, I take that back. I like
Okay.
certain first-person shooters. Like, I like Battlefield. I like, um, basically
Yes,
Battlefield.
that's the thing. First person shooters, once they have their first person shooter, like they're like that's it. You wouldn't find
Yeah.
someone that loves Battlefield go and playing yeah,
I mean,
anything else. You're like you say.
I play Fallout in first person most of the
Yeah.
time, but I
Oh,
mean
that's a
that's
different
kind of
game
a
as
different.
well.
Yeah,
That's
it's
that's
a
that's
different
that's like a what is the genre of Fallout?
RPG.
I know it's
RPG.
first person
No,
action adventure RPG.
no, it's just
Not action
RPG.
adventure.
It's just RPG.
It's just
Just a role playing game.
first person RPG.
Well, no, you wouldn't even say it's first person or third person or anything like that. It's just an RPG. Um, I think.
There's a person in an RPG.
Well, yeah, it's a role playing game, so it's yeah. That's primarily what it is. I mean, whether it's first person or third, because you can be third or first person in that game, so it doesn't really matter. But
What is
anyway,
second person?
second person.
Is it like standing next to you, like
Actually, that's a good
looking over?
point. That's a good point. I've never thought about that. If there's a first or because if the first and third, where's the second person?
I think he's standing
Interesting.
to your left. I don't really know.
Standing to your left. All right. Anyway, okay.
So,
So,
what else have we got? What else have we got?
what else has got? Oh, Total War Warhammer. I don't know if you've heard much
Oh
about
yeah,
that. That's awesome. That's going to be a really cool game. That's only on the PC, but that looks
that is
cool,
PC
man.
and Steam. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I got really excited. I was like, oh my god, because I used to play with the Warhammer toys. So like I was like, this actually sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's really
And it was on
cool.
PC and Steam.
I've watched a lot of people play the like early access of it. It looks
Yeah.
cool. It looks like a lot of fun. And then we've got Tropico 5. Should have stopped at
Yeah.
Tropico 1, but that's okay. Ollie Ollie 2 XL for Xbox One. That's coming out this week.
Oli Oli's an awesome game. That was
Yeah, it's a little
such a
2D.
great game.
Yeah. I haven't really played it, but I have seen it a few times on the Xbox and flicked past it and gone, what
Mate.
is this? But
It's just a side-scrolling
yeah,
like skateboard game, right? It's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. One of those games that you theoretically should be on your like phone as an app or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually complex, the speeding up and jumping and doing tricks and stuff. Like I tried playing it a few times, and I'm actually we've spoken about before on these podcasts, but I'm like not that good at games. I just couldn't get it. Maybe I'll try it again one day, but I just it was awful.
Fair enough.
It was awful.
Fair enough. So there's that. What else is there notable mention? Not a Hero. Actually, don't know anything about that, but that's being released this week. PS4 Downwell. Never heard of that. What's that? Do you know what about that?
It is an iOS game. I think it was an iOS game before it came to PS4 and because it's coming to PS4 and PS Vita, I think. And you are falling down a well, and it's one of those never-ending games, and you shoot monsters and beings of all kinds of weirdness with guns in the bottom of your feet. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that sounds
So
rather interesting.
you legit fall down a well. It's a game about falling down a well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dungeons
Yeah.
2 is coming out this week for PS4 as well.
Oh, just a ridiculous name for a game. Like, if you could just, I mean, what's that about? Just like have some creative, like, just do.
Well,
Just an awful name. I'm sorry. It's just
here's
it's just an
another
awful
one.
name.
Here's another one that has an awful name, but should be quite a good game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Holy shit, man! That
It's
is
coming out this
by
week.
the guys over. Is Platinum Games making that? Let me look that
Oh,
up
I can't
because
remember, but yeah, it's something like that. But that looks quite good actually. I'm not a huge fan of the art style, but
yeah,
the
yeah,
gameplay looks cool. I have to.
dude, it is four-player co-op, I
Yeah,
believe, which is
it
not a
is.
thing you see very. I think it comes out on PS3 as well, so the graphics aren't
It
pushing
is.
the PS4 to the.
I'm a little annoyed with you actually, considering you're on PS4 and you get it before I do. I'm a little annoyed at that, but that's fine.
That's a bit weird. Bit weird.
Timed exclusives, man. That happens all the fucking time. It's
It's dumb,
pain in
right?
the ass. Oh, I
But
hate timed exclusives, but anyway, it's fine.
well, we got that. You got? You got Tomb Raider.
Was that a timed exclusive or was that a just plain out exclusive?
No, we get it, but we get it a year later
A
after
year
fucking.
later, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that
So
at
it got
least this one's
it.
not that bad.
Well, look, the worst thing about it is Tomb Raider came out same day as Fallout, and just no one give a fuck.
Of course it
So,
didn't. Fallout came out.
but why would you first of all strand yourself? I know they made an agreement, but like, and imagine that day. Oh my God, did you hear what happened this morning? And like the other execs, like, what do you mean? Fallout's coming out the same day, and we were just like, fuck. Well, there goes a year and a half and $25 million making this game.
Yeah. Well, pretty much. Like,
It's got to be a shock. And
you're not going to
you
come
can't.
back from that. Why? Well,
Of
why?
course not.
You would at least like if you heard that was come like if you were the game developer, right, and
Yeah.
you made this awesome fucking game and spent years on it and stuff like that, attached to not only a good franchise like that as well.
Supposedly it's an amazing game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love playing. In fact, I just got the original Tomb Raider 1 for the PlayStation 1 just the other day.
Oh,
Gonna play that.
Jesus.
I'm gonna play that on my PS2. It's gonna be fucking sick. But
Some
anyway,
triangular boobies, but they were pristine back in the day. You were like, oh my God, she's so
yeah,
hot.
man, yeah, man. But anyway, so it's a good franchise. But if you were the developer and you turned around and was like, oh shit, Fallout's coming on the same day that we're hoping to release our game, fuck, I would definitely turn around and go, should we just push back release for a while?
It's a killer. It's a killer of games. If anything that was near that got massacred. I mean, it performed better than what people thought. Like it actually, Tomb Raider, I'm saying, actually sold copies.
Yeah.
Not a lot less than what it would
I,
have if
I'd
it wasn't
I'd
at
like
the
to
same
see the
time.
stats on how many of those people actually ended up playing that though.
The perk, I suppose it scored really well. Supposedly better than like some of the actual the actual gameplay. Supposedly better than Uncharted 4 that came out last week,
Right.
but or week before last. The perk of having the timed exclusive is it comes out for PS4, and unless Bethesda's just like, oh, okay, Skyrim 2 comes out on that day, they are, which are, they could just be assholes and be like, you know what? Let's just fuck over Tomb Raider again. Because it comes out a year later, there is gonna be obviously everyone knows this fucking storyline now. It's not gonna be a surprise, but PS4 owners will then have the opportunity to buy it again, and it might sell better than it did
I'd
on
probably say
Xbox. Just
I'd probably say it will sell a lot better when it gets released for PS4.
yeah, yeah.
Not only because I'm like we talked about the other week, the fact that PS4 has sold a shitload more than Xbox anyway,
The install, but yeah. There's more to choose from here.
but it won't have. Well, then again, like you say, unless Bethesda or something like that turn around and go, fuck it, let's just fuck up Tomb Raider. Unless they
Yeah,
come
Call
out.
of Duty's just like, oh look, we're gonna change the date for Call of
Yeah.
Duty. It's coming out on whatever day Tomb Raider comes out. We're gonna put Call of Duty out, and they'll be like, ah, yeah,
That
all
would be
right then.
quite funny to see, and I would probably laugh, but I'd also feel a little bit bad for the developers of the game.
Oh mate, like
like
it it
it was
it
the same
it,
with Need for
it
Speed.
ruined that game.
Well, it was
Yeah,
the same
it
for
ruined
Need for
that game.
Speed. It did, yeah, it definitely did. But yeah, Need for Speed came out what a day before Fallout 4,
Oh yeah. It wasn't the week
something
before
like
even because I remember playing that for a little bit before I played. Oh, did I play that before Fallout 4? I don't know. It all mixed together around Fallout 4 because everything
that. I
is
know it
just.
wasn't far
Uh,
ahead.
I wonder, I mean, you and I were speaking about it. Are we gone off topic? What are we meant to be talking about?
I fucked up. Oh, we've gone through all the games of the notable
Okay,
mentions of the
okay,
game
good, good.
releases this week,
Because
but yeah.
like, Fallout. I wonder, how you and I were speaking, and you just could not make yourself play a game because it wasn't Fallout 4, leading up to Fallout 4 coming out. So you're like,
Yes.
I wonder how bad like companies suffered, games suffered coming out before Fallout 4,
I don't know.
because
Actually, that's a good
I was in
question.
the same
Actually,
boat as you. I couldn't get into a game before it. I
I
don't think I bought
tried.
anything for a
I
month.
did try. I tried to buy
Yeah.
games to play in the interim, but it was kind of it was Fallout 4 fever. It was kind of like, well, this is not Fallout, so what the fuck am I doing? But I did buy games, but yeah, I don't know. I
I
played
mean,
the
so did
first
I.
5 minutes, but that was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty bad. I just buy all the exciting new stuff that comes out. I haven't got Doom yet, which is a problem because I mean, it's not a very long game, and supposedly it's the actual gameplay is great, especially if you played Doom when you're younger. And I played the hell out of Doom. So,
I've
uh,
I still play the original Dooms now. Even I
oh man,
love Doom.
it's gonna be. I heard it's just visceral and angry and just like
Well,
blood and just,
I'm gonna burst the bubble slightly. Um,
okay.
one of my good friends, I won't say his name because he doesn't want me to. Him and his neighbor played it. In fact, they play it on a stream all the time. On Midnight Heist Crew, go check them out.
Mm,
But they have been playing it quite a lot lately. And I was talking to them the other day about it, and basically they turned around to me and was like, campaign, fucking awesome. Definitely
yeah.
recommend the campaign. Multiplayer, not so much.
I mean, for a game that in theory could have been in development for a long time, and I think it was in development for a long time, um, it's I have you'd think it would be more in depth than it was the multiplayer. You'd think it'd be more up to par because it's fast, right? It's not Call of Duty fast, but it's fast.
Oh, I'd say it's probably far. Like, you don't stop moving in that game.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, I liken it very much to Halo.
Okay.
Um, and while I was watching the boys stream it, I was literally in the chat just going, bro, everything about this screams Halo. Just picking up armor to sporting to killing to everything about it screams Halo. The
Mm.
multiplayer, of course. I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Um, the main game is like Halo because they're very very different games. But yeah, the multiplayer, just everything, just even the mechanics of bringing out your weapons, the fact that you can't upgrade your weapons once you've unlocked the weapons, they're unlocked for good. It's yeah, Halo. Um, which is disappointing because it could have been an awesome multiplayer game, but yeah.
Very, very, very interesting. Look, we're talking. What have you been playing at the moment? Have you been playing anything
Um,
interesting?
I have been playing a lot lately, actually. One notable mention, obviously, Far Harbour, which
Oh, whoa!
we'll get
Yeah,
into later. But
yeah.
the other things I've been playing, a couple of games you may not even know about, because they're not on console yet.
Ooh,
Stranded Deep and Rust are two games that I've been playing recently.
yeah.
I don't know if you've heard anything about those two games.
Rust is. I mean, there's a PS3 game called Rust, I think. But Rust is it like a survival
Yeah, yeah,
stranded
yeah,
thing?
yeah. Yes, you sort of wake up in the world naked, with a rock,
Excellent.
basically, and you basically make your way from there. The world is just completely hostile to you. The other players, pretty much, the reason I like Rust is because you can't trust anyone in that game. Like, you see
Excellent.
someone and you either hide or you try and take them
Mm.
on. It's
It's like
like,
DayZ, right?
yeah. I suppose you could liken it to DayZ. It used to have zombies and stuff, but it doesn't anymore. It's been It's still in early access, but it's come a long way since
Okay.
it first came out. Graphics have been improved. The gameplay slightly different, all that sort of stuff. So it's getting there. It's getting towards the end stages of being done, but yeah, it's still in early access. But Stranded
Okay.
Deep, I fucking love Stranded Deep. That's another survival game, but it's a little bit more peaceful and tranquil. You basically are in a plane crash in somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, and you get stranded on an island um, in a procedurally generated world where you can island hop and gather resources and make a little base and tangle with sharks every now and again. And yeah, no, it's fun. It's good.
All right. I
So
like. So you're on an island and you swim in.
yeah, well, yeah, build a raft, and it's got a lot of like Easter eggs from like Castaway. So it's got Wilson, and it's got it's instead of the Fed Xbox, it's got a dead Xbox. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So it's got all it's homage to good old Castaway, but yeah.
That's a movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's a movie
That's
and a
fucked
half.
up.
I love that movie. I do love that. I like Tom Hanks, to be honest.
He's not my jam.
You don't like Tom Hanks?
No.
Holy shit!
No. Well, I see. He
That's
just
a bomb dropped right there.
straight at you. I know. Emotional bomb. Emotional bomb. Okay. So obviously I've been playing Far Harbor as well. I
Yep.
didn't play any of the DLC for Fallout, so I played
Oh,
it all
really?
at once. Kind of smashed it out over last weekend, the weekend that we just had, so a
Yep.
couple of days ago. Um,
Did you do all of them? Did you say?
yeah. So
Really? You
did
smashed all of them out
Automation.
in a weekend.
Yeah, I mean that's all I did. Like I came
Fuck.
home from work on
Far Harbor
Saturday.
took me 17 hours. How the fuck did you get through all of them in a weekend?
Probably played 20 hours over the weekend. I got home on Saturday after work and then played
Shit.
until late at night and then played most of Sunday.
Far out. Because I downloaded Far Harbor on Thursday, played it most of Thursday, a little bit Friday night, and then pretty much didn't turn it off on over the weekend.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
but you got kids and everything as well, and you got to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but they don't. They understood it was it was Fallout weekend.
Okay, I get it. I
They
get it. I
basically,
get it.
I basically turned around to them when I picked them up on Thursday. I was like, "Oh my god, Fallout Far Harbor's out. I'm going home to play it." And they were like, "Oh, can we watch?" So that's what happened at
That's
our house.
it's funny, man, because my partner didn't know that the Fallout had been released, that the DLC had been released. So she found out, and she's like, "Okay, you know what? Look, you just have the weekend. I won't annoy you. I'll bring you food." And I was like, "Done."
That is a good woman right there.
It was her. It was her call. I was like, "All right, I'm down for that."
Hey, that's even better than that's her call. You don't want to leave that shit, man. You want to lock that shit down. Oh, you have. You married her, so
Yeah, I locked it down. Don't worry.
you fucking saw the potential of that early on. Put a ring on it.
Yeah. No, I jumped at that. Okay, so I've been playing that. I've been playing Disgaea 5. I don't know how to pronounce it. Disgaea maybe.
What is
Disgaea
that?
5. Turn-based. Uh, like it's super cool. Like it's a grid-based, turn-based game, and the one person can
Okay.
move. If you upgrade them, instead of being able to move forwards 4 squares, they can go 5 squares, and they got swords and magic and bow and arrows and stuff, and it's real cartoony. But
Yeah.
there's all this DLC where you can get extra characters, and it's pretty cool. I don't know if it's on Xbox, so maybe that's why you don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was
No,
either,
it
but
doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think I've ever seen it. But yeah.
it was cool, man. It was pretty cool.
Oh, wicked.
It was pretty cool. Um, been playing that. What else have I been playing? I've been actually playing quite a bit recently. Fallout. I've been playing. Oh, I got Homefront.
Oh yeah, what's that like? It looked really good, but then I started watching gameplay of it. It was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
It is glitchy. It is the
Oh,
frame rate. I mean, I'm not a like a game like frame rate enthusiast.
yeah.
As long as it doesn't like affect me, I literally don't care. But it has
Oh,
moments that it's just like, oh, it's like, duh, like it is
oh
actually
no, that's upsetting.
it's actually it's actually bad. Like it did have a patch came out. It was like 3.5 gig, and it fixed it quite a bit. But still, like the first scene in the game, the voice acting was just like horrific. Like the voice movement, like the mouth movement, and the voice is just. So they didn't even try. Like if
Right.
they just left their mouths closed and had them like actually speak, would have made more sense. I would have been like, okay, cool, they're just talking and they haven't moved their mouths. But it was just
Oh
like it was
wow.
way off. And then I turned around from this conversation of that. So this is the start of the game.
Yeah.
These people were talking to me, just useless. And then I walk up some stairs and push open the door, and my hand goes through the door first, and then the door opens, and I was like, "Come on!"
Yes. Well, the thing
Like this
is,
is.
that game's been pushed back a number
It
of
said
times.
it said three developers work on it as well. You know, like it had to be changed because I think because it's all about technology. Korea has the whatever the whatever they create the microchip first or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
and they have the most advanced technology and they create essentially everything. And America buys everything off them, fall into crippling debt, um, and everything they've made anywhere anything from tablets, phones,
yeah.
um, like guns, helicopters and stuff, and from the beginning they put this back channel like thing in where they
Yeah.
will always keep control over everything.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
and one day they're just like they haven't paid the debt, and they're like, bro, let's turn everything off.
Oh
And
shit. That's quite a good
America,
story. That's an interesting idea for a game, though.
it is a very interesting idea. Now, and obviously then they come over and they take control of it. Can take control of America, which is it's just weird because Korea is very, very, very small, and they don't have
Yeah.
probably enough people to overwhelm the entirety of America.
Yeah.
But they've got advanced technology and blah 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 blah. So it's an interesting concept. Originally, I think it was China, and they had to change it for diplomatic reasons, and they changed it to Korea. That's what I
Right.
heard. Anyway, so it was
Oh
part of the
well,
problem.
probably because of the whole shit that's happening with between what's a fucking the agreement, the trade agreements or something.
Oh yeah, it's the trade agreements. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
probably had to change it for something like that. I mean, who the hell is ever gonna fucking do a trade agreement with North Korea? Let's put it that way.
I imagine it's probably got something to do with the trying to push negativity towards. No, it's probably taking it a bit far. North Korea, because North Korea, the whole thing is pretty. We won't get into that because I don't know enough about it to make a proper argument. But it's fucked up. Like, like
Yeah.
a lot of shit over there is fucked up. But like, I mean, they don't have the internet. Come on.
That's probably because of the dictatorship that they live in. But yeah.
Yeah. That whole part of the country is going to be pretty screwed up. Anyway, played some pretty good games. I'm pretty happy with how everything's going. I played some. Actually, Darksiders 2 was on sale, so I got that. Um, and it's not very good. And I got Saints Row 3, Get Out of Hell, and the other Saints Row, was it Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4? Whatever it is, they were on sale. I got those as well. I played them again. And man, they are just a crack up game. Have you played any of the Saints Row games before?
I have. I didn't. I think I gave up on Saints Row the third.
Yeah.
But Saints Row
Yeah.
the
It's
four. No, Saints Row the third. I think I was the one I gave up on.
maybe I think Saints Row was the third, I think. And then there was like this weird DLC and like it's kind of like a bad. I mean, they're intentionally bad, but just like a
Yeah.
bad version of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I I view it as well. Um, but Saints Row two, I think it was. I actually quite liked that one.
It's an
Um,
awesome game. Just never had quite had the gameplay, I don't think, of
no.
Grand Theft Auto.
Well, it was good to chuck on if you didn't have GTA to play. basically.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you'd lent your GTA out to someone for some God knows reason, you had Saints Row. That's that was the backup game.
You gave me shit the other week about not having played Grand Theft Auto 5. I actually getting back into story mode and getting into online. I literally haven't played it again since you gave me shit about it.
Oh yeah,
Like I just can't do it. It's not satisfying. I don't know what it is. I know it's huge, and I know actually it's one of the news things. How about we jump into the news now? You happy with that?
yeah. Let's go into the news. Yeah, why not?
Okay, like I can't. Um, welcome to the news.
The news.
News. The now
I
something
need
I
a
heard
little button
today.
or something that I can just press that has some sort of
Maybe
little silly music like that.
I do like it. I think maybe we should sing. We should sing something about the news. We'll come up with a news theme song
Yeah, definitely.
like that.
Yeah.
I think let's just go with ba news.
I was gonna say,
Um,
for a second there, I thought you were gonna go, ba da 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 da. I'm loving it.
oh yeah, product placement for McDonald's. Maybe we get sponsored by McDonald's. How good would that be? But not even like cash sponsored. Just like they bring us chicken nuggets while we're doing the podcast. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. Anyway,
That'd be
carry on
amazing.
with the news.
The news. Now, the reason I bring it, I wanted to the news now. I had heard that numbers were announced for Grand Theft Auto 5, and supposedly it has sold 65 million copies.
Well, four of those would be me.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's an interesting uh, note for you to make. You own four.
I own, yeah, I bought the game 4 times. I
Uh,
regret every
Do
second of that. That's fine.
do 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 indulge to why you bought the game 4 times?
Well, okay. I regret to say this because I fucking hate the game now. But anyway, I bought I bought it for the 360 first, and then my
Yes,
dog ate the disc.
excellent.
So naturally, I bought the game again for the 360, which was kind of a dumb move because about 3 or 4 weeks later, the Xbox One version was released.
Okay, so now time, and you were just like, no, I'm just going to buy the 361 again. Anyway.
Yeah, and so then I bought the Xbox One version again, and then was like, yeah, that's cool. We played on the Xbox One version for a while, and then I had a couple of friends turn around to me and was like, oh, by the way, we've bought GTA 5. We want you to play with us on PC. And I was like,
Oh,
oh, fine, I'll get it for PC as well. So yeah,
holy crap!
I own it for 3 different consoles, but I bought it twice for one. So
That is pretty epic, my friend. Like that's
I know. I'm really ashamed of it too because I fucking hate the game now. So it was a big waste of about $400.
well, like anyone that is insane. I'll point that out. Like
And the
I'm
worst
impressed.
part was, I didn't just go out and get the cheapest version either. I got like the deluxe edition for the Xbox 360 the second time, and then the deluxe version for the
Jesus.
Xbox One.
What do you get in the deluxe version?
You just got like extra weapons and shit. It was nothing special.
Oh my god. That's all right. That's all right.
I hate my life.
Sometimes it can't be that bad. But anyway, I thought that was an interesting number. Making it, I think, this is it the second or third highest grossing uh, non-bundled game of all time. Like that's insane. It is insane.
It is. Um,
Just creepy. Look, moving on with the news. Gran Turismo had a conference today where they announced new details for the new game, Gran Turismo Sport. Uh, it is a VR game. It is coming to standard console as well, so it's coming to PlayStation 4. Now we've got a release date as well, November 17. So it is coming this year, November 17, 2016, which is pretty huge. Now you haven't played. We actually spoke about this last time I was on the podcast, so 2 podcasts ago. When we spoke about games, and that's a huge deal, especially because I'm getting the PSVR. So I'm gonna be all about playing that. I might even buy a steering wheel. I haven't done that for a generation. Did I have one on PS2? Maybe I had a steering wheel plug-in peripheral.
I've got a steering wheel for the Xbox 360. You can borrow it if you want. It won't work for you, obviously, but I've got one.
No, no, I appreciate the sentiment. But as you can imagine, that won't actually be that won't be that helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a Ferrari steering wheel. I use it to play Forza.
Oh, I do remember that. I've seen it before. Do they have feet pedals as well? You put it
Yeah,
on the
yeah, it's
ground?
got foot pedals and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Crazy setups actually. I've seen like yeah, like full roll cages and like bucket seats and crazy,
Yeah.
crazy setups for
So, what was
for
that game?
steering setup. Huh?
What was that game?
It was Gran Turismo Sport.
Oh, all right. A game I'm never going to be able to play. Cool.
Well, I thought you were gonna get a
Yeah, I
PlayStation.
will. I will, but I'll probably never bother with older games. Like,
Yeah,
just it. Yeah. Like, why? I mean, I suppose Gran Turismo is one of those games you probably kind of have to get if you have a PlayStation.
yeah. You
Um,
have to get that. You have to get Born. You have to get Uncharted. There's some big games that you can play.
yeah.
One you don't have to play is Disney Infinity. Now you heard of Disney Infinity? Is that on Xbox 361?
Disney Infinity. Uh,
Yeah.
I've only got the Marvel version of Disney Infinity 2.0.
Do you?
Yeah, man. I fucking love that shit. It's so awesome.
Is it any good?
I mean, I like it, but I like quirky little games like that. So, um, I fly around as Iron Man, you know, and then I chuck on Thor on the little pad thing and fly
Yeah.
around with him for a while, and then then I've got Black Widow. She's kind of useless. But yeah,
It's
then I
kind of
get
hot.
I
Yeah.
get Thor and, and Iron Man.
Well, look, I don't know if you've heard, but Avalanche, the developers behind it, shut down. Sony shutting down
Yes,
the other.
I did hear that.
Uh, so they are gone. So that game, you're still getting, I think, what is it, 4.0?
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
no, no, they're not making 4.0, but there's two more bits of
Well,
DLC to come out. But
3.0 just came out.
yeah, 3.0 just came out. Okay, so there's a couple more DLC packs to come out, but that game is done. And the worst part about it, obviously, there's people like yourselves that have already purchased and expected it to keep going. Um, but that's also ruined up Toys to Life games, because if a parent had brought it for their children, which I think the game is more directed towards children. No,
Oh,
you're
definitely.
just you're
I,
just a big kid.
I'm a massive
Um,
big kid. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
but like there's this one dimensions where you got to buy Lego and you get gates and everything. And like if a parent has bought, first of all the game and then all the additional stuff with Disney Infinity, you spend $100 to pay if you buy all the stuff. It can be hellishly expensive, and then they just cut it. The game's just gone. There's nothing else, no
Unless
more anything. So
unless you bought it like I did, that was second hand and clearly a 5 figure discount. Item.
it's just, you
It'll only
can't
cost you
be
$45.
don't be promoting that. Okay, that's an option. It's not a recommended option, and I imagine you were joking. The
No, I
yeah,
wasn't.
but I know. I was just trying to save some face. Now, I mean, but the worst thing about it is 300 people have lost their jobs,
Yeah, that is a
which
bad thing. Well, I mean, in
isn't good.
saying that though, they lost their jobs, but they're clearly good developers, so they'll get games in the industry. I mean,
No, well, they lost their jobs because the game wasn't good enough. Now, it's not their fault. It's the higher ups have just been like, look, we lost $150 million, which is what they said. They've lost $150 million making that game,
the
which is
problem
the price
is,
of
the
three
problem
AAA
was,
games.
yeah, but the problem was with that game was the fact that it was not marketed very well.
Oh,
Um,
there's a lot wrong.
yeah. Oh
Anyway,
no,
done
no,
and
there's not a
dusted.
lot wrong with the game. The game's actually quite a lot of fun. I was
Yeah.
actually extremely surprised at how much fun I was having playing the game. The
You know
problem
what they?
was, is I didn't know about it until I saw it on the secondhand website and was like, oh, okay, that's cheap enough. I'll get it. You know what I mean?
You know
So,
what? Yeah. They had to scrap 1 million Hulk figurines because they like overmade than they thought it was going to be more popular than it was, and they literally just threw them in the way.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Look,
bad.
look, I know. No. Now, posters have already been going up in LA. Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know if you know much about that. In preparation for E3, which is pretty exciting. It is the biggest gaming expo of the year, the big ones in America anyway. Um,
E3, definitely.
yeah,
Definitely one of the
which
biggest,
is
yeah.
pretty weird, being that Horizon Zero Dawn is being from numerous sources that's been pushed out to next year, which is a bit of a shame because I was so freaking excited about it this year. As soon as possible.
Sorry, what
Mostly
was
Gran
that?
Turismo
You,
will be
you,
coming out
you
this month.
glitched out for a second there. What was that?
Sometimes I like glitching. Maybe I did it on purpose. Maybe I was just having a glitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's probably not good.
posters are going up. Yeah, posters are going up in LA anyway. Horizon Zero Dawn, awesome looking game. Look
What the
into it if you
fuck is
haven't completed it
Horizon
yet.
Zero Dawn?
You don't know?
No, I'm sorry. I must have been
Oh,
living under a rock. What is it?
nah, it's fun. It's a PS4
Oh,
exclusive, so not
well then
surprising.
fuck. Damn it.
Imagine post-apocalyptic, like reverted back to like living in tents, bow and arrows and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, Dinosaurs, but the dinosaurs are machines.
I think I've seen. It's like the yeah. I think I might have heard about it, and it's kind of the answer to Ark Survival Evolved.
Kind of,
Kind
but
of.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of, but not really, because they're not actually dinosaurs. They're just robots,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not like MMORPG.
No. It's like a yeah, but it's like a sort of alternative, I guess you could say, to
Well,
Ark.
they both have big dinosaurs in them. Yes.
And they're both survival games, aren't they? Or am I thinking of a completely different dinosaur game?
You know what? You're just on a completely different track, which is fine. You're allowed to have your own
I
opinions and ideas, but
I'm
they're
on
wrong.
drugs, obviously.
It's, of course you are. Yeah. Are you a fan of the Batman games?
Arkham City, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arkham Asylum, yes. Arkham Knight, haven't really played it because it had pretty bad reviews when it came out.
I haven't played the most recent one because I hadn't played the first two. I had just glanced over them when they actually came out on the previous consoles. But we are getting a new release coming out called Batman Returns to Arkham, and
Yeah.
that is the first two games. So it's Arkham Asylum
Yes.
and Arkham City. They've up-res them. They've
Yeah.
made them, I think, in Unreal 4 even. First time
Oh,
it's been
really? So
done in
they've changed the
Batman game.
engine even.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
So
Interesting that they would
legit,
do that.
like full like remaster, like everything. So it seems pretty cool.
I mean, they look pretty
It's,
cool.
it's
Like I looked at some of the images that they've released, and
yeah.
they look a hell of a lot better than the first
Oh
two.
yeah.
I'll say that much.
Yeah. So if it is, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm gonna get that. I'm actually gonna play them. I'm gonna get the new one, even if it has got shocking reviews. Because I had played the previous games, but I've never like actually put serious hours into them. I played them at friends' house and things like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that game.
Well,
Now,
I'll definitely
last
get Arkham City, that's for sure, because that one was a
yeah.
cool game.
Well, Return to Arkham is you get both. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah, but
remaster.
I'll probably play Arkham City more. Obviously, that's what I mean.
The last bit of news I was actually just reading about. I don't know any other details about it other than um, a programmer has jailbroken a PS4 to play stream games,
Stream
Games,
games, Steam
Steam
game.
play Steam games, which
That should be
is pretty
cool.
freaking badass. Just Total War Warhammer, what we were talking about before, the Steam game that I won't be able to play because on PC and Steam. Imagine that. Imagine just like, because I like
You
legit
know
PS4.
what?
I'm sure we do Xbox. It'd
You,
be amazing.
that that's actually an interesting piece of information because if that can be done, I would very very highly consider getting a PlayStation 4. In fact, two PlayStation 4s because essentially, no. The reason why is because then I would be able to play PC games with my wife and spend what I could probably get a second-hand PS4 for $400-$500 each.
Uh, PS4s are going to drop ridiculously low soon with the PS Neo coming in. So
Oh, well,
just wait.
even better. So, I'll be able to get essentially two PCs that I can jailbreak and make into two PCs essentially for half the price or even a third of the price of what a PC would cost.
Not
So,
even that, man. I mean, they're going to be not worthless because it's still going to be high grade gear, but it's not going to be like they're going to be. At the moment, they're like $400 or something
yeah,
for a
something like that.
PS4.
Yeah,
Three hundred
something like that.
fifty dollars.
Yeah, about that.
I can't remember, but they'll be like $200.
Oh, yeah, see, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, it might not drop that low, but man, like they're going to be severely discounted.
well,
It's
people are
buying them
still
like
trying to sell them second hand for about 400 these days. So,
it's just fucked up.
well, you're talking about why? What? Sorry, why will they drop?
Well, the PS 4.5 or the PS4K,
Yeah,
what we were talking about a while back, that is officially a thing.
yeah, but
Um,
is that got a release date? Has it?
it's PS Neo, yeah, it's coming out this year.
Oh, I didn't even know it had a release date yet.
Yeah, I'm not 100%, but yeah, it's coming out this year.
Oh, wicked.
Um, yeah, and so that's gonna just smash. I think it's coming out in line with the um, PSVR because obviously it's been designed specifically to
Of
improve
course. Yeah, of
VR
course it would.
performance. So
Yeah.
there you go, bro. There's another $500 of mine, but I'm gonna get
Wait,
it
no, but
because it's gonna be the best.
yeah, well, true. Yeah, you're right, just because of the fact that it's the newest. But I was gonna say you could still use it on your PS4 though, couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah, of
The
course, of
VR,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, it works on standard before, and that's the big thing about the PSVR, yeah, making it compatible. Every game has to be playable on both the PS4 and the PS4 or the PS Neo.
Ah,
Um,
is that what they've called it? The PS Neo?
yeah,
What
yeah,
fucking
PS4 Neo.
wankers? What
Look, it may not be called
fucking
that when it
wankers?
comes out. It's just like that's the actual name of it now. Like
Oh, okay.
the PSVR is forever was called the
Morpheus.
oh I don't know Morpheus.
Project
Thank
Morpheus
you.
is what it was called. Yeah.
Yeah. So like PS Neo will get an actual name because obviously Morpheus Neo, um, they go hand in hand. It's
Do they?
yeah,
Morpheus and Neo. That is so wank. Those movies are like 10 years old now. Come on, PlayStation.
they're about changing the future and creating a virtual reality world, and like because that's
So
immersion.
reference
That's
something that's a little bit newer than fucking Matrix.
what would you go with? What would you
I
go
don't
with?
know. Surely there's been a movie in the last fucking even 2 years that has had a more like a future. Oh fuck! Actually, there has been one. What was it called? Fuck! I can't even remember the name of it now. I don't know. Anyway, it was a movie about, and they went to another planet, and it was all futuristic and shit like that. That's more up to date and recent than fucking Matrix.
But instantaneously, you knew Matrix, you knew Morpheus, you knew Neo. Like they go hand in hand.
True, true, I suppose, but yeah.
They don't. You think that they're not like sitting in their offices over in Japan and be like, wonder what Michael Saul wants to bring if we go with this name. Piece of shit.
Fuck you.
Oh man, but PSVR, holy crap,
Yeah.
holy crap! It's gonna be a whole new world. And by the way, less than 30 days, I think, before No Man's Sky comes out.
Yes, I know. I know. Trust me, I'm excited.
I am. I pre-ordered it on the so June 21st it comes out, so less than a month. Um, I pre-ordered it on on the PS4. I was gonna get it from JB Hi-Fi because they had some certain stuff. I was gonna try and get the special edition through MADGamers, but they're sold out. So their like pre-order stuff is pretty good. But then I went on to I just randomly got home and had a look on it on the PlayStation, and obviously you get it straight away at 12 p.m. like you do on the Xbox. You pre-order stuff
Yeah.
directly on there. but you get an interactive um, display thing, like the background. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting the same perks. I think it's $10 more to get it on the PlayStation Store, which is
Yeah.
fine. I don't really care. I think it was $89 on there or something, and it's $79 at JB Hi-Fi. And I get this like cool interactive thing. So I've got Fallout one, and I've got my No Man's Sky one. Those are going to be my two backgrounds. I don't think I'll ever have to actually change my backgrounds, but
Fair enough. Fair
so
enough.
that's cool. Pretty excited about that.
Um, I've got mine not pre-ordered. On watch list on Steam.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
I,
okay, so you can run on your PC.
yeah. Well, I thought, well, fuck. I'm gonna buy it on my PC for two reasons. One,
Okay.
the fact that I will eventually get a PS4 anyway, so I'll probably end up buying it on that anyway. But the
Hmm.
main reason I bought it on the PC is because, well, I've got a PC,
Yep.
and also I'll be able to use my Xbox One controller on my PC. So I'll be able to
Mm.
have the controller I like for a game that I will hopefully like. Um,
Oh, look, there's no guarantees that you're gonna hate it, but if you don't like the game, there's something wrong with you. I guarantee it's gonna be
I
amazing.
I almost guarantee I'm gonna love it as well. That's one thing I haven't actually looked up actually, and would be quite interesting, is that
Hmm.
I know the likelihood of you running into your friend unless you had, you know, have found a way to find your friend. It'll probably still take hours upon hours to get to your friend, but I wonder if they're gonna make it cross-platform
Hmm.
between PC and PS4, because that would be quite
That
interesting
is
to be able
very
to play
interesting.
with your friend on or PS4 or PC play together.
Oh,
Um,
that'd be so sexy because you and I could play.
exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking. But
Sweet, that would be very cool. But the likelihood of them doing that thing. I
probably
know
very slim. But yeah.
they definitely can do it.
Well, it's been done. I mean, Final Fantasy 14 did that. They did cross-platform between PC and PS4.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Me and my friend played. I bought that game for him to play on the PS3, and he didn't like it, so I still ended up playing by myself. But that's not the point.
Oh, that's
um,
great news.
yeah, pretty much.
What's up with you buying like 10 versions of one game?
I don't know. I'm a fucking sucker for punishment. I don't know.
You're dedicated, that's why. Now, how good is your PC?
Good enough to run this game.
Okay,
It
because
does need a little
because
bit of an upgrade, but
you need Intel i3, whatever, that's fine. 8 gigs RAM, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 480 graphics card or better.
yeah, I've got
Uh,
I've got a 630, so that should be fine.
okay, 10 gigabytes of available storage, blah, 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 blah. Man, that's crazy. Oh, because everything it's not random. Everything is randomly generated. It will
Yeah, it's
generate it as you move into
procedurally
the space.
generated. Yeah, exactly. So you shouldn't
So
need too much PC power.
yeah. So you don't actually load anything. It literally loads in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
That is, I can't even fathom how like this game is gonna be. This game is gonna be like a game changer. This could be
Oh
the
fuck
one
yeah.
game you play forever.
Oh
Because
fuck
they
yeah,
could
for
do.
sure. Oh definitely.
Like obviously you'll get bored of it after years, but it is big enough that you don't have to. They could introduce new things like
Oh for
building
sure.
architecture, all kinds of stuff, and you could play all different kinds of games within it.
The
Just the,
great
the
thing
scale of
the great thing about the architecture, I watch a shitload of interviews with the lead developer, and the
the guys
great
over
thing
there are
about
amazing, right?
yeah, he's quite cool actually. I quite like him. But anyway, he talks about how basically all they've done in this game to make things procedurally generate is give it a set of rules.
Yeah,
So a planet that's a certain distance away from the sun or the sun of that solar system will have a certain temperature, which then spawns certain things, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and these are all things that like a robot fucking chicken, or you know what I mean. Like it's got certain rules for planets. Um,
Yep.
So the great thing about this game is that, you know, if it starts to get a little bit sort of stagnant, all they have to do, instead of developing a whole bunch of new things, develop one set of things and then add in a set of rules, and that changes the game completely.
Yeah,
Like, not just a
easily.
part of it, the whole game.
Yeah, yeah. Because Sean Murray, I think, is the guy from Hello Games that is
Yes,
it's the bearded dude who's always sitting down
yes,
next to people. He's
yes.
such just a random funny guy. He's just like there's just this dude. It's so cool watching the videos.
It
Definitely, I've
is.
even gone, I think, on the MADGamers.com. Um, People should definitely have a look at that, seeing the actual before, because
Yes.
it is it's like 20 something minutes of just oh,
There has been
oh
a lot more released since that video, but
yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
yeah.
oh, it was. I've watched that video probably a dozen times. Like, I can't
I
get
love
enough.
it. I don't know the extent of what the weapons are going to be like. I don't know how many ships there is, but because the ships procedurally generated as well, they are every ship is going to be different. There's different races and different
Yeah,
kinds of ships.
there's three major factions. So depending on the
Yeah,
factions, the faction that you buy it from will be depending on what type of ship you get. So
yeah, and it depends how nice out of those people, how much they charge you. Sometimes they give it to you for free.
yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna be so
oh,
good. Like,
oh my
I'm.
gosh.
The thing is, what I'm buzzing out about and tripping out still about is
Yeah.
how you can have, like, he was basically, he was saying in one interview that I watched, that if you flew out of the planet, right, and then
Mm.
flew into the exact same spot, the area that you were in would be completely different. But I what I
No, I'm pretty sure he said it would be the same, but it would just have regenerated. If you damage stuff, it
Oh,
would be
sorry.
back.
Right, redeem. Yeah, but it'll be back. So it'll be. If you dug a hole, for example, that hole wouldn't be there anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
But the thing
it's
is,
all procedure. But what I find buzzy is that how you manage to have three factions that still randomly generate, but then you
it,
fly away from it and it's still there. Like that, the processing power of that must be just phenomenal. Like, the maths that's involved in that, it blows my fucking mind. Like, 'cause I've done a little bit of programming before, and it blows my fucking mind. Like,
I
that's
can't,
so complicated.
I can't even fathom it. Like it doesn't make sense.
Ah,
But
it doesn't,
it
but it's so cool.
looks, it's gonna be insane. Like I've
Yes.
taken a week off in a couple of weeks because I'm going to the Cook Island.
Dude, lucky
And I was
souls,
just
eh?
going to extend it for another week and just have a week off, so I like to play 2 weeks off in a row. And be overseas, come back, and then I was going to play No Man's Sky. But
I feel like I'm getting a
I was
cold,
like,
cold now.
I was, I was a week early, and I was like, no. So because
Actually,
I'm trying to save time
I
off.
hope my boss isn't actually watching this right now. Because he would be.
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna talk to him tomorrow and be like, hey, in a couple of weeks I'm gonna be sick, and he'll be like, no, you're fucking not.
Yeah. So look, on June 20th, I'm going to develop a sore stomach and a
Yeah,
sore throat, and a sore head,
pretty much.
and sore legs. Essentially, June 21st, I am not going to be here.
Yes, pretty much. Oh my gosh, we're at nearly an hour, so maybe we should even go into our topic quickly, or even maybe
So
just skip it.
what I'm thinking, this is the first time we've done a live stream, right? Like a stream like recording. I figure we'll just use this is a tester. I'm liking the fact that we've been going for a bit, and it does seem to be okay. I think somebody said something in the chat before. Majority of it was me, which is fine.
The only other person who spoke was me with a little devil face. So
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. I like that. There is somebody watching, one watching now. That could be me because I am
uh, yeah, could be
watching,
you. That's fine.
which is fine. I like it. I like the
I
fact
don't
that
mind.
I'm
To be honest,
supporting.
I really do these just so I can have a chat to you once a week. But I mean,
That is something that we should. No, me too. I mean, I like that. I like you. Like this.
It sounds so patronizing. Like, yeah, I like you, but the only reason I'm doing this is because I want to do the podcast. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Well, look, honestly, if you weren't here, I'd be talking to myself, and it
That
wouldn't
is
be as
true.
interesting. So
That is
it's important
true.
to hear here.
Uh,
This one's obviously been a little bit more random and up and floaty and weird. We've just talked about fun stuff this time, but we will try and I think get back a little bit more to the structure next time we have a chat.
yeah.
Um, but look, that's all, folks. Thanks for joining us today. Um, jump over to themag.com. On there, you can have a look through the news, jump on, have a read through the blogs, hilarious posts by, what is the author's Twitter handle, Mike, for the blog? Miss Punches,
Miss
at Miss
Punches, that's
Punches.
the one. I was just
Ah,
going to say, fuck, I forgot my wife's handle. That's good.
amazing blog. Like, I think it's probably the best blog that I read. I would go and read it daily, but it's just too much information.
She's
It's
coming
too
up
much.
with more ideas, so there'll be a few more going up there soon. But yeah,
Well, the same with the news. It's been hectic. We're going to get more up there
it's been hectic
soon.
for everyone
So
lately.
news, blog. One of the most important things, though, jump on to the forums. There you can have a chat with like-minded people, talk shit. You can also jump in. There's a little tab where you can recommend a topic or a theme for the show.
I mean, don't
For
literally talk shit
chat.
because that probably could be detrimental to your health if you've got shit in your mouth. But yeah.
Okay, so don't talk shit, but just maybe make polite conversation, I guess, with other people. Have a chat. Recommended a theme for the Mad Chat for the podcast we do, and we can also answer questions, whatnot, things like that on there. Also, the details will be there for when we're going to be doing a live podcast again, where you can jump on, join us, speak to us, crack jokes, we'll laugh if they're funny. Um,
Just like that.
Yeah, thank you. The links are on themadgamers.com, but you can also, if you want to, just jump directly on to youtube.com/c/ now I'm confusing myself.
Mad Gamers
What
two six
is
nine. Yep, you're right. You were right.
okay? /c Madgamers 269.
Oh, I just gotta
Let's
use
end it. Let's end it. Look, thank you for joining us again. I've been your host, Sam. You can catch me at the Mad Gamers. No, at Mad Gaming Sam. Here we go. At Mad Gaming Sam. Um, Mikey.
Yep, and you can catch me on at MadGamers69 on Twitter. And we will catch you on the flip side, guys. Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye!
Bye.